Question 1. Consider the following list of numbers 4 to 125. 1a. Using only the numbers in the list above, write down 3 cube numbers. A cube number is a number that's multiplied by itself 3 times and gives you an answer which is the cube. So for example, if we take the number 2, 2 times 2 times 2 is 2 2s are 4, 2 4s are 8, so 8 is the cube number. 8's not in my list, so I don't need that. Let me try the next number up. 3. 3 times 3 is 9 times 3 is 27. 27 is a cube number and it appears in my list, so that's my first number. Try the number 4. 4 times 4 is 16 times 4 is 64. So 64 is the cube number and that appears in my list. Let me try the number 5. 5 times 5 is 25, times 5 is 125. That's a number that also appears in my list and is my third answer. Question 2. Find a number that's both a square number and a multiple of 9. A square number is the result when you take a number and multiply by itself. So for example, 2 times 2 is 4. 4 is the square number. It also appears in my list, but in our question the number also has to be a multiple of 9, which means the number has to appear in the 9 times tables. Number 4 doesn't. Let's look at my list here. 4's a square number, but it doesn't appear in the 9 times tables. 25 is a square number, which doesn't appear in the 9 times tables. 27 is not a square number. 36 is a square number because it's 6 times 6, and 36 also appears in the 9 times tables because 4 9s are 36. So that's the answer to question 2. Question 3. Find a number that's a factor of 81. Factors of a number are numbers that divides into another number exactly. For example, 4 is a factor of 12. Here we have the number 81. Let's look at my list to see what will go into 81 and leave no remainder. If we take the number 27 and multiply it by 3, the result is 81, so 27 is a factor of 81. Part B of this question, using only 2 numbers from the list, fill in the spaces in the following statement. Dividing a number by another number and then rounding the answer to the nearest 10 gives an answer of 30. So it's got to be a fairly big number. I'm going to try 125. Divide that by a fairly small number, so I'm going to start off with the smallest number, 4. If I divide 125 by 4, the answer I get is 31.25. Now if I had to round that to the nearest 10, I would want the answer to be a digit and then a 0. So I'm going to get rid of this integer here, the 1, and because it's less than 5, I'm able to round that to the number 30. So the answer is 125 divided by 4, and then rounding the answer to the nearest 10 gives an answer of 30.